Well, I'm curious to see so myself, but I feel like you're right that these are two guys, both unstoppable forces. Which one is going to KO Ken first and come out on top? Ooh, we're going to get it moving.
All right, so right off the bat, Tampa Bison already finding his way in. Okay, very nice there. Getting the anti-air, flipped at a weird angle. It looks like Tampa Bison wasn't ready for it, didn't wake up in time, and now look at the pressure that he's able to establish in the corner. Very smart there from Tampa Bison, using that stand strong, going over the poison cloud, and not allowing Stealthy Guy to get some of that pressure going for him.
Ooh, okay. Using the roundhouse, that additional frame advantage. That stand fear is coming. Wow. Exactly what you're talking about. One of the best anti-airs in the game, that crunch fierce. Look at the frame advantage that we're seeing from Stealthy Guy and Fong.
So Stealthy Guy opting to try it. He went for one of the Season 2 combos, which is jab, jab, and 2 fears. The spacing was a little bit weird, but opting to use that fear reversal right off the bat, get himself out of the corner.
Oh, the jump back.
Whoa! Stealthy Guy's just saying, I'm trying to be all over the place. I'm not even stealthy anymore. I'm trying to be everywhere.
We're getting the rush down Fong here, man.
A little bit too early, and that's the problem with Crouching Fears. Or that's the problem with Devil's Reverse.
Yeah.
You think he's coming down, and he baits it, and then he goes back up, and then he comes down. So as you're saying, maybe these players just need to start blocking a little bit more. Starting to see the tendencies of Tampa Bison, but Tampa Bison just seems to change it up so much. Nobody can predict it when it's going to happen.
Yeah. Good job avoiding the balls entirely. Here's the follow-up. Jump in. That was a tough one, I would imagine. Yeah, you get out of the situation. You're putting yourself in the corner. Stealthy Guy doing a great job of trying to control that space. Man, he was so close to edging out Bison.
Yeah, and that's going to be it with the crush counter. The only thing going his way was his anti-airs were consistent. I definitely don't expect him to stick with Fong. As we saw, he had as much success as he did against Toy Boy. It just, there was no success.
Yeah. So, I anticipate the Rashid swap here. I feel like that was convincing. No!
No way.
Sticking to his guns. Saying, I have principles, sir. And I'm going to stand by them. Stealthy Guy going to continue showing off his Fong. Let's see if he knows something that we don't.
Well, he's in the corner now. He definitely knows how to jump out of the corner just like that. Using the balls, keeping him in place. Not trying to get any punch frames after, just waiting to the maximum. Alrighty.
The super delayed crouch pierce caught him only with the second hit. It made it feel like a cross-up.
And so here's the problem with Fong. Once your poison's not on, your block screens, to be honest, they really aren't that scary. You can throw in the throws every so often, and Tampa Bison, the one time Stealthy Guy tried it, he teched it. So if he doesn't have the poison on, these blocks, oh, there we go, that's the storage I was talking. Oh my goodness.
Yes.
Duck and cover, says Stealthy Guy. Ooh, just trying to roll all over the place, but he's thrown. Now Stealthy Guy, sure he has his V-Trigger on deck, but Fong not necessarily known for having the best V-Trigger in the game. Essentially a Roman cancel. Going for it there, but Bison just taking full advantage of all these opportunities. The poison, that cloud will stay there for quite a while as the EX, and wow, Tampa Bison just jumping over and hitting them.
The exact timing was right there, pixel perfect, ready to go. Jump in, roundhouse, crouch strong. But you'll notice there's like a lot of discipline from both of these guys, right? We're not seeing the quick throw in, like the crouch roundhouse from Tampa Bison. We're not seeing any of these crazy early buttons coming out.
Now we're starting to see some of that explosive offense here for Tampa Bison. Stealthy Guy is just struggling to find an answer for this. He's trying to get the poison on. Tampa Bison is denying him every... Oh, he tried to dash through it, but it clips him anyways. I mean, it's 60 damage, so it's really... At this point, it's marginal. However, it's basically like a jab hitting. And there's two of them. Once again, on to that Season 2 combo. Trying to catch Tampa Bison pushing a button, but just staying patient, waiting. Finding to try the perfect opportunity. Oh my goodness, this is so hard for Stealthy Guy.
That was rough. Constantly we see Tampa Bison drill. I think you should just rename Tampa Bison to Forward Dash because he did a hell of a lot of that this time. And honestly, throughout a lot of his matchups tonight, that aggression is definitely welcome because he pushes himself into that range where stand forward is still threatening, right? And once you're in that range, you are in Bison territory. Now, granted, the footsies exist. There's a lot of counterplay there, but that's where Bisons feel comfortable. This is where home is. Now, are we going to get the swap now? 2 games down.
I would have liked to see the swap earlier because Fong in the first game didn't work at all. Fong in the second game didn't work at all.
More of the same.
I'm not sure what he was really expecting. The first game was just a beating. Maybe he was thinking, okay, maybe I could go a little bit more in my favor. Second game, a little bit closer, but still a beating.
Yeah, I definitely think that Tampa Bison made a statement the first game. And hopefully, maybe in Stealthy guy's head it was, I must have just came up on the wrong foot. But unfortunately, it doesn't seem like it, and it's more of the same. And now, this guy might have a fighting chance here with the swap to Rashid to deserve the win.
And now Stealthy guy has to make the comeback 3-0 against Tampa Bison, who has already eliminated another Rashid player in Ramasama. So Stealthy guy is going to have to change almost his entire playstyle because it just seems it's not working. But there we go, finding the counter hit. Nothing after, just dashing back, returning into neutral. And as we've seen, Tampa Bison has essentially dictated neutral. Whoa, nice conversion there off the air-to-air. Now, if you're Stealthy guy, how do you approach this, knowing that Tampa Bison essentially has your number?
It's really tough, right? You have to figure out that way to make, goodness, make him guess wrong and convert heavily. He got him in the corner. Here's the opportunity. Tries to go for the overhead. No, just simply stays. Continues to poke from afar. Empty jump grab.
So if you guys heard me gasping there, Stealthy guy had the combo. He just didn't match the EX spinning mixer. That might have been able to close it out, but keeping us on our toes here, making sure we're still awake. We certainly are, and so is Tampa Bison, already fighting back at the beginning of this round. Whoa!
Okay. We have some nice aerial maneuvers. These guys went to flight school. Oh, here's the crush counter, the follow-up, the Inferno following, and the dash forward, claiming all this space. He's a dictator. He's at home. This is my turf
That
now.
was such a good bait there. Tampa Bison dash forward.
Oh my gosh! And just like that, Tampa Bison puts himself on the board.
He threw the EX Psycho Blast, dash forward once, and stood still. I would say like 100% of Bison players double dash or jump at that point. He simply stood there, waited, reacted, hit him with the jumping strong, comboed after into the Psycho Inferno, just like you saw there, is already getting the pressure this game. Not looking good for Stealthy guy.
Oh my god, look at this. The Kool-Aid is everywhere. This guy is just dropping purple stuff. Left and right. No, he tried to do jump back roundhouse, anticipating the jump, the dash across tornado. Waits. Oh wow, great crossover. Interesting pop out. That's it.
Stealthy guy falling to the Lord. Bison, Tampa Bison. Yikes. That is a scary looking Tampa Bison right now.